everyone, and welcome to my studio. I'm Amy Nicole, and I'm coming to you from gray and gloomy South Texas. I have a very fun fabric haul for y'all today. It is a gifted / inherited fabric haul. There's two parts to it, I guess. Part of it was gifted to me, and part of it I inherited from my grandma's fabric stash that was recently cleaned out. So a lot of fun stuff to show y'all today. I will start with the gifted fabric haul. My amazing cousin Landry has spent the last 1.5 years or so traveling around the world with the World Race, which is a missions trip that basically puts her in a different country every month for 11 months. And she messaged me while she was in Togo and said, Amy, there are so many amazing fabrics here. Would you like me to bring you back some? And I was like, of course I would. And she was so kind and sweet to fit something for me in her backpack, which she would then have to carry around with her for the rest of her trip. So what she brought me is this beautiful Ankara wax print fabric. I just love the colors, the teals and the oranges, and it's kind of like a border print. You can see it like mirrors itself on these two sides, and I think there's about 1 meter here, so not a ton of fabric. What I think I would like to try to squeeze out of this is like a baby doll dress, like a little, just a short with a yoke or something up here, gathered pockets if I can finagle them, and short, obviously, because there's not a lot of fabric here. But it's super cute. I love the colors, and I think something like that would be perfect for summer. I should pop this into the wash, actually, so it's ready for me when I am ready for it. But I think that'll be really fun. I don't know if I want to use a pattern for it or if I want to just draft something, because I have a pretty clear image in my head of what I want. I'll look in my pattern stash, and if I have something that fits, I'll use that. If not, I'll probably just draft something. So that is what my gifted fabric haul was. Next, I have inherited fabrics. Now, this is not everything that I got from my grandma's stash. She had a big chest in her sewing room with just tons of old fabrics, leftover fabrics from projects, stuff like that. This is not everything, but these were my favorite ones that I picked to show you guys. I also, in addition to these, got a decent stack of muslin that she bought. Some even had the receipt with it that she never used. So, and then just some other like basic type stuff, or like pieces that are pretty small that I'm not really sure if I'll be able to actually make something out of on its own. But these were my favorites. So this is it looks like it's maybe meant to be curtains or tablecloth, but I think it could be a cute dress of some sort. But it's like got this embroidery on it. It's very sheer. I don't know if you could see there, it's kind of florals inside like a circle motif. And there's a decent amount of it. My guess is that she was using this for curtains, because it is quite sheer. But with a proper lining, I think this could make a really sweet dress. Just the vintagey stitching detail is so pretty. I actually can't tell. Oh yes, I can. Was I showing you guys the front or the back? This is the front. You can see the flowers much clearer. Anyways, really beautiful. I am really excited about this one. I don't know what I want to make with it. Definitely probably some kind of dress, maybe a blouse, although a dress would probably get more wear. that is the first one. The next one is this green. It's like a chambray-ish fabric. So it's woven with green and purple threads like this. And like all the threads going this way are purple and all the threads going this way are green. And it's really tightly woven. So there's two pieces. So, this is a good example. So here you can see the fringe on this edge is purple and the fringe on this edge is green. So the green actually runs crossways and the purple runs up and down. And it's super soft. Green used to be my favorite color. I don't wear a ton of it anymore, but I like the way the purple mixed in with this almost gives it like a iridescence, which is very cool. Also, did I mention it's soft? It's so soft, and there's a lot of it. So I think this could be something fun and cool. I don't know what. I don't know if I pair it with something else or if I leave it as is, but it's really, I don't know. I wonder how well it's showing up on the camera, but it just has a really kind of neat color to it with the two threads woven together. It almost gives it like a washed look. Not my typical like bright poppy color scheme, but I really like it. And it's heavy enough that it could be a top or bottoms. It could be knitted trousers. I don't know. It hasn't really spoke to me yet and told me what it wants to be. So I'm gonna let it simmer and think about it. I have another green fabric. This has spoken to me and told me what it wants to be. This is a linen-ish. It feels very linen-y and it looks linen-y. And I have a decent amount of this as well. I would say maybe 2 yards. Yeah, about 2 yards, and it seems quite wide. I'm gonna pop this in the wash with that cotton. I don't know, we have a lot of laundry this week, guys, so maybe I'll wash it next week. But this is nice and sturdy, and I am going to make some Yanta overalls with it. I've been wanting to make the Yanta overalls. I haven't been sure what fabric to make it out of. I have some gray linen chambray-ish stuff that I thought about making, but I really love the idea of this like foresty green. So this will be a make that's kind of wrapped up into a new concept, a new approach that I'm taking with some of my makes that I'm going to talk to y'all about in a different video. But I'm really excited about this. I don't know if I'm going to squeeze it out this year, but Yanta. This wants to be a Yanta. That's my new like phrase, is like not what do I want to make, because a lot of times when you're working with found, thrifted, vintage fabrics, a lot of the time you don't have the luxury of saying, what do I want to make? And then let me go find the fabric. Sometimes I do that and I'm able to shop my stash, but a lot of times like when I acquire a fabric that I love, I have to ask the fabric what it wants to be. Does that sound ridiculous? I don't care if it does. That's how, like, sometimes it tells me immediately. It's like, this is what I'm meant to be, and sometimes I have to let it simmer. So I also got this nice big chunk of cowhide, and it is real, I'm pretty sure, because of the way I can tell by the way the curves are. It's been cut into, I have no idea what she used this for, you guys, but I think it's going to make some great pillows for the new house, because it's very like farm style house. It's actually very soft for a rawhide, and there's a decent amount here. So this is going to be some new throw pillows for the new house. It's like folded weird, so it's just flopping around everywhere. And that is it for my fabric haul. But I also wanted to show y'all real quick, I ordered some of these jars. So one of my goals with this limbo period of being about to move is to start organizing a bunch of things for the new sewing space. And I haven't been able to buy any of the new like drawers or bookshelves that I want to get yet. The drawers, I want to get 2 sets of Alex drawers from IKEA. The tall white pull-out drawers for organizing all of my notions and crap. All my sewing crap. I plan on cleaning out a lot of it before we move or as I'm packing. But I mean, just, you know, when you sew, there's notions, there's buttons, there's elastic, there's bias tape, there's trim, there's thread, there's random bits and bobs. So I want to start organizing some of that stuff. And I was thinking about how I wanted to organize my buttons. I have a lot of those, like a lot of them right now are in those like plastic grid containers that are divided, and they're just like clear plastic, which is great. And at first I was just gonna like reorganize them in that because they're not organized in any way at all. But it's kind of hard, and anytime you want to get something out of there, if you're looking for like a specific button, you have to like scoop your hand in a little square and try to get them all out without them falling in any of the other squares, and then you lay them all out, and it's just like usually a big mess. So I was looking around on Pinterest and I saw the jar idea. So these are plastic, and I really wasn't sure about the size. I kind of wanted them to be smaller, but I also didn't want to go too small and not being able to fit like everything of one color in the same jar. So I'm going with this for now. I ordered a pack of 20 off of Amazon. They were a decent price, maybe like 17 bucks or something. I'm gonna link to these below. But so my plan is to color code them and put them upside down in the drawer. So when I open the drawer, I can see what's in each one. I might do color and size depending on how many jars I have to fit everything. So I want to start organizing that and have that ready before we even move, so that when I get in the new space, I can just put it in the drawer and it'll be beautiful. That is my plan. And they also came with these cute labels, although I don't think I will end up using them. So I love organizing, so I'm just having so much fun planning all of this for the new space. If you have not been following me for too long, you might not have seen my video where I tour the new space and talk about my plans for it. So I will link that right here so you can check that out next. That's it for me in the studio this week. I hope you are all staying safe. I think we're going to be opening up our restaurant again, full hours soon, which is good for money but bad for my free time. So, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and happy sewing. Bye. Motif. Oh God. How did I have this?